This was the moment Joseph Ratzinger became Pope Benedict XVI, the spiritual leader of more than 1 billion Catholics worldwide. On April 19, 2005, crowds gathered in St. Peter's Square to cheer his elevation, and he could have been in no doubt as to how crucial the timing of his papacy was. He followed in the footsteps of the most popular pope in living memory, John Paul II. The differences in style were obvious from the start, but ideologically the two men were very similar. Joseph Ratzinger was known for his hardline conservatism, and he had been head of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith during Pope John Paul's papacy, which means he had been the driving force behind the doctrine. Benedict XVI was elected Pope when he was 78. That's 20 years older than John Paul II was when he ascended to the papacy. Back in 2005, the cardinals chose Benedict because they wanted a period of continuation and stability. As it happens, he was Pope during one of the most challenging times for the Catholic Church. The biggest test to face Pope Benedict was unquestionably the child abuse scandal. Although cases had already emerged, especially in the US, it was under Benedict's tenure that the paedophile scandal truly erupted worldwide. Thousands of cases, not just in the US, but in many other countries, including Ireland, Austria, Mexico, the Netherlands, and even the Pope's native Germany. And most damaging of all, accusations and growing evidence that the Church had willfully covered up several cases, transferring the offending priests from diocese to diocese, only for them to molest yet more children in their care. The Vatican's damage limitation exercise was too little, too late to mollify the global outcry. The Pope did apologize and often met victims of abuse at the hands of priests.
Above all, I express my deep sorrow to the innocent victims of these unspeakable crimes, along with my hope that the power of Christ's grace, his sacrifice of reconciliation, will bring deep healing and peace to their lives.
But some of the accusations were aimed at the Pope himself and his time as Archbishop of Munich. Questions arose over how much he'd known about cases of priest pedophiles reported in his own diocese. The Vatican called these allegations false and defamatory, but they did little to reassure Catholics that the Church had fought the evil of child abuse strenuously enough. In October 2011, the signs of age and the pressures of travel began to show. The now 84-year-old Pope began to use a mobile platform to be wheeled up the main aisle of St. Peter's Basilica. The Vatican said it was to reduce fatigue. It would also avoid a repeat of the incident on Christmas Eve 2009 when a woman with psychiatric problems knocked the Pope down. The mobile platform was the first sign that Benedict XVI's strength was starting to decline. The word Catholic means universal, and that has been Pope Benedict's biggest challenge in an era of globalization, bringing together the values of a church that covers both liberal Western societies and more traditional ones in the developing world. Barbara Serra, Al Jazeera.